Welcome to another episode of the Last Pick podcast. Today we're going to be going over the Nuggets and Lakers series, as well as the Heat and Celtics series, both wrapped up over the last week or so. We've got some coaching changes to discuss, as well as just some overall trade rumors from around the league. Hey boys, feeling? What do you think about the last week or so of NBA action?
Interesting.
It's too easy dogs.
Yeah, and the Celtics just choke jobs.
Yeah, they just.
I wouldn't say choke jobs.
Nah, these guys just
They just couldn't.
they got killed, man.
Every time it was close, they just lost. They just
Sounds
couldn't
like a
close
choke
them
job
out.
to me.
For
Sure,
They couldn't close
game 5, could you really blame them from that?
Like
Tyler Hero just popping off like that, could you really blame them?
fair enough, yeah. I'm a huge Jason
you can
Tatum
blame
fan.
them because they didn't play
Yup.
defense. Yeah.
Okay, the guy was making off the screen catch and shoot, moving shots.
Guard him.
Yeah, it's it's tough.
I don't know.
Get on your
he
ship
was
so you
making
can't
tough
do that.
shots, they were
Yeah.
D'ing him up pretty well. So.
I'm a big Jason Tatum fan, but he really did underperform a good
in
amount during the
game
fourth
6.
quarter and the huge crunch time plays.
What game
It's a
was
bit
it?
sad.
What game was it where Tatum went scoreless first half?
Oh, game 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shouldn't
It was
happen for
0-7 or
for a guy like Jason Tatum. It shouldn't happen.
Also,
I'm sure he'll
Kemba
bounce
Walker-
back, but yeah, he
he did bounce
underperformed this
back.
year.
He bounced back, but it was not good enough.
He
Yeah.
bounced back.
What were you saying about Kemba?
He hasn't been that great in the series as well.
Yeah, he's been getting found
Right,
out
same,
by
yeah, man.
coaching schemes and stuff.
Yeah,
You're right.
this whole time I've been telling you the Heat were going to go through, and you kept your faith. But what's your takeaways from the series?
Well, I was like, if Celtics go down 3-1, I'm like, Heat are just going through. I don't see Celtics coming back, winning 3 games. Yeah. I didn't see that happening, so I was like, look, if they do go to a
What,
game
give up?
7, it would have surprised me.
Just don't
If
even
they
go
went
out
to a
there.
game 7, it surprised me. But yeah, after that 3-1, being down 3-1, I was like, that's it.
What do you think the main problems were then? You watched most of the games.
Yeah,
What do you think the main problems were in your eyes?
Celtics are trash.
Honestly, Daniel Tice was doing a decent job, but I don't see him in the future being the first man center. I think he needs to be a second option.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's fouls out.
I think we need a big man that can rebound and fucking defend. Big man.
Which makes
Right.
sense because their biggest problem was probably holding Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, he was
just
killing
popped-
him.
Tice did his best. I was
He
Yeah.
fouled out 2
Yeah.
out of 6 games.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if they went through and actually
Yeah,
he
AD.
had to guard AD.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
80's too easy, bro.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Daniel Tice is 6'11" as well or something.
Oh, it's actually 6'9".
Is he?
Yeah, he's tiny.
Is he on the size
6'9".
big? Yeah, man,
I mean,
he plays
yeah,
hot.
shit.
He's a lot smaller.
He's
He
eye-
does.
Yeah. He's hot, adds 2
See,
inches.
we're basically playing small ball.
Right.
I mean, Bam's 6'9".
Yeah,
6'10".
I think wingspan probably
Still.
has a huge play. I don't know the wingspan.
And
is-
athleticism.
who knows,
Bam
yeah.
is a
Bro,
lot
did
more
you see
athletic.
him drive
Ball,
in?
70 points
That
in the
one
series.
drive, he just
Yeah,
went
this guy is
crazy.
getting
He's
carried.
dunked it out.
Wait, he's getting carried.
Who's this?
Tell you, Jimmy Butler.
Oh my
No,
god.
I actually agree with that. As a Jimmy Butler
He said
fan,
it himself.
Bam Adebayo
But
was
he's
the
one of those
biggest.
players
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's like
Was the best player this
it's
series.
He's not all in the numbers. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is all in the numbers.
Yeah.
But when you average 17 points for a series, it's a big series too.
Wait, Tyler Hero averaged.
It's just the team's just really fucking good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I don't know if it's the team or if it's just him. He's just I don't know. He's just not aggressive enough at sometimes.
I think it's the team. Honestly, I think they just have a really good system where they share the ball
I
around.
just
Right.
don't know if you guys. I don't know.
I think
but I don't know if
he
he
said it
beats
in
Lakers
interviews
or has any chance of winning
Oh,
Lakers if
God,
he's
no.
scoring less than 20 points per game.
Even in general,
In
I
the-
don't see the Heat beating
He
the
said in an
Lakers.
interview as well. He was
What-
saying if his team is doing well, he'll keep passing the ball.
Right. I was just about to say that. I think he was kind of stepping back because a lot of his teammates, Bam, was going 32 points on 80% shooting. Tyler Hero.
Yeah, she was ridiculous.
He was just.
Well, one
He
of
was
those
just letting
games was
them go.
just Goran Dragic making the most
Yeah.
stupid shit.
Yeah.
He
but
kept passing it to him.
Yeah.
If he's making those shots, he keep passing.
I think if they're not
And
going,
it
Jimmy
worked
Butler
out.
will be more aggressive there.
This
If
guy
they're
just
not
hit
going
a
there.
pirouette backwards. Step
Look.
back three.
The guy
can
clutches
just
up as well.
swish.
It's not like he's playing passive the entire time. In the fourth quarter, he takes the ball, takes charge.
Yeah.
But just throughout
Like,
the whole game, he will just get his
Yeah,
teammates.
because in one of these series, fucking Goran Dragic was averaging 27.
Yeah.
For I don't know if it was Bucks or if it was someone else.
I'm excited to see
Boxy
where
was
he
leading scorer
goes.
for the
Yeah.
Heat.
Yeah,
In the first 3 games, he was averaging
Right.
27, and then he had a shit game 4, was 9 points, and then he ended up going low 20s.
It's funny
But he's
because
averaging 27 in the series, and it's fucking Goran Dragic.
but against
Yeah.
Indiana, Yeah, against Heat and Indiana, Jimmy Butler was the best player. Second series
Yeah,
was
probably
boring.
'cause, like,
He had a
Brogdon-
vendetta.
This season, this series it was Bam.
I think Jimmy just wanted to stick it to TJ in that Indiana series.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, I just, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you
It's
know
just
what?
17 points just stick
What's
out.
I feel like Heat, right? If they didn't pick up Crowder and Iguodala, I don't know. I feel like they'd be a bit of a different team.
They were big. Yeah, they were big pickups.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
white guys.
I wouldn't have seen. them.
Iguodala did fuck
Yeah.
all this series. Iguodala.
Oh,
really-
Actually, the last
Game
game,
six.
he played game
6.
6,
4-4?
but
Bro,
before
4
that,
from 3.
5?
he did nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, he did nothing.
Yeah.
before
This
game
guy
six.
is, he's like
They
the
were like-
streakiest shooter. I swear he's really shit.
Yeah.
But he's just got really good hands.
Nah,
and
man.
he
If I had to
closes up.
choose between him, Clay, or Steph, laser beam pointed at the earth.
You know, this is
Pick
his
Iguodala.
6th final appearance in a row.
Yeah,
So
Iggy.
fun.
Yeah,
Damn.
Golden State and.
Yeah, that's it.
Just
Okay,
Golden
but
State
World on the
2015.
line. But what was Max
16,
Kelly?
17.
Yeah, laser beam pointed
It's
to
just
the
Golden
earth.
State well.
Fucking hell.
Unanimous MVP season.
I mean, we are talking about the greatest dunker of all time, according to Allen Iverson. So.
I
Yeah,
think
that's-
AD is going to get finals MVP.
80.
reckon.
Ooh.
Nah, LeBron.
Nah,
I don't know.
agree.
It depends. I just
Dude,
don't know.
the man is balling out. The guy's fucking hitting every single mid range. I swear to God.
This guy is.
He
looking
balled
like
out
an
against
all-time-
Jokic.
he's
I
looking
kind of
like-
just want to point that out. Jokic is still obviously an amazing player, but
but
defensively,
he wasn't killing
Bam
him
Adebayo
inside.
is
He
a
was,
lot more
He was
equipped.
taking him out. He shot a lot of threes. This
Yeah, but
series.
that's,
Yeah,
I
he
mean, for a guy like Jokic, like he's pretty strong, so you wouldn't have to kill him inside, but he's got very bad foot speed. So if you just hit him with a little like jab, he's gonna get scared. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's
He's
kind of
like a snail.
I feel like it's easier to get to attack
Who else
mid
is
range against
guarding?
Jokic.
No, you're right. You're right. I'd agree.
Jeremy Grant a bit.
Jeremy
Mason,
Grant.
is it
Paul
Mason
Millsap.
playing?
Paul Millsap, Plumlee.
They did.
They
They,
got a few
actually
guys
did a
throwing.
decent job on 80.
They needed.
but
I feel like
80
they
was
needed to put Grant on him a bit more because Grant, from what I saw,
Yeah,
the
they
games
had
I
him
watched,
on the
was
ball.
doing.
Yeah, they had him on
Can't have
LeBron.
him anywhere.
He
You
did a
can't have
great
him
job
everywhere,
on
man.
LeBron. Well, I mean, it's best as you can do on fucking
Yeah.
LeBron. Like, what
Yeah.
can you do? So there's
Can we
that.
talk about Jamal Murray?
Mm.
Holy, this guy.
Yeah.
He tried his best.
He's gonna be a superstar. This
Already
guy's
is,
crazy.
right? Surely he already
I
is.
want to see him with a crowd.
Nah, like
There's no
superstar
crowd.
is like who I consider like
Crowd.
tops, like
Crowd.
honestly like
10?
7
No, like, there's
people.
no home
Oh yeah,
advantage.
We
10,
have
you can say
different-
10.
I'd say he was the best point guard in the bubble.
Oh, 100%.
Dane.
I think so,
Oh,
but
fuck.
only because some of
I'll
these
put
teams
Jamal
really
Murray.
don't have
Nah,
great
I'll
point
put-
guards.
I'll put Jamal Murray.
Yeah, I'll
Only
put
because
Jamal
he
Murray
led
over
the
Dame.
team
Yeah.
in those
Like, think
comebacks.
about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like in the last 8 teams, the top 8 teams, like the
You counting Bron as a
semifinals.
point guard?
Hmm?
Are you counting Bron as a point
Not
guard?
even. I
No.
wasn't even okay. I didn't even think about it that way.
He's not a
Well,
point guard.
Yeah, he's point
He
forward.
kind of is.
I count him as
It's
a
like
point
it's
guard.
weird.
To
He's
me,
boring.
when he left like Miami, and after like the first season in Cleveland, second season in Cleveland, he was like point guard to me. I don't know.
Right.
I started looking at him as a
It
point
was
guard more so.
way
Before
more ball
Kyrie
dominant.
and after Kyrie. I think whenever he was with Kyrie, I think he was less point guard.
Definitely,
Yeah.
especially he
It's,
he
yeah,
did
before
like-
Kyrie he was, after
Yeah.
Kyrie in Cleveland.
He's
He
really
is a
a
point guard,
plug
but
and
he
play.
just plays the
He plays
three.
whatever position he wants. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Except for
Unheard
center.
of,
He can't
pretty
play
much.
center.
back in the day, maybe.
I
then,
think
no,
yeah,
no.
back in the day.
It depends.
yeah,
Who, like he could play center against like Rockets
yeah.
Mm.
Actually.
or like maybe not.
I
no,
really
maybe if Mavs go small ball. No, they go big ball. Actually, I don't know.
Well,
It
apparently
was
the
7
Mavs
years.
are looking to get him Montrez next season, which I'd really like to see. Despite the issues.
I
with
don't
him.
know.
No, actually,
I really don't
I don't know if that's
I
gonna
think
happen.
I heard a report someone saying that Mavs have no interest in him.
Oh,
Oh.
I saw a lot of that interest.
Yeah.
in him.
Did
You-
you
so
know
did
who-
I.
But
You-
like
you
I don't
never
know. I
was,
just I'd like to see how Dwight Powell comes back.
True, man.
It's just gonna be like the same kind of guy, but like
What was his injury though?
it was something bad. He was out. He got injured early season and was just out for the
Yeah.
season.
Mm.
Something with his leg, maybe.
Early season.
And stuff.
With back onto the Lakers, how much do you guys think coaching impacted the Lakers? Obviously, they're an amazing defensive team, but Frank Vogel is a very defensive-minded coach. How much credit do you give Frank Vogel?
Well, they got
For
3
Lakers'
coaches.
success.
I'll give him about 10%.
They got 4 coaches.
I'll give him about 1%.
Yeah, I'll
Four?
give him like
They got 4 coaches.
10%.
LeBron, Rondo, Frank Vogel, Dion Waiters.
He knows
Jason
how to talk.
Jason Kidd.
He knows how to talk and
They got
do-
4 head coaches. I just
He knows how to talk and do inspirational speech.
and the coach is
Yeah.
never gonna get more.
That's what you need on
Never
a
gonna
LeBron
get
coach.
never gonna get more love no matter what than the player at the end of the day, anyways.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So
like,
already he's
yeah.
already behind LeBron, and he's got
Yeah.
2 other guys who are like really head coaches as well.
Very true.
So whatever he does do, I think we're just gonna be in the shadow of everyone, anyways.
Everyone jokes about LeBron being the coach of his team, but like he really is like an on-court coach. Like he
Yeah,
knows
he's a
everything.
fraudulent.
Definitely.
And stuff.
But
There's
yeah.
so many videos of him saying, "Coach, put me in." It's
Yeah.
like the sidelines and stuff. I'm going back in.
What do you guys think of the Skip Bayless said? And usually I just think Skip Bayless. No, usually I think he's a clown.
He's a clown.
But
He's a smart man. That's
he
what I'll say.
kind of has
He's
a
a
point of this being a pretty easy finals run for LeBron because I thought the same. Obviously the Blazers
Well, it's
were
not his fault.
Oh, yeah, no,
it's
not at all.
Yeah.
not at all.
Like,
But,
yeah,
but
people
I
are saying,
think
oh, he
he's-
didn't have the versus Clippers yet. Like,
Yeah,
but
they
his
lost.
fault. I mean,
yeah,
he made it to the
Oh, yeah, that's
conference
why.
final.
100%.
Honestly, like,
I still
Nuggets-
think it's
Nuggets
a
are
valid
like-
criticism.
Nuggets were the hottest team.
Yeah.
They were the
Went
better
crazy.
team. If they won, they were the better team.
Yeah,
At the
like,
end of the day, like
they were the hottest team in the whole. Them
Clippers,
in Miami. Them in Miami were the hot. Even Lakers as well.
Clippers
Lakers were
might have
hot.
matched
That's
up
tough,
better with
yeah.
them, but
I don't know, dude.
You can't blame him
Every
either.
time AD shoots a mid range, it's just
Like one of those
so
games
splash.
came down to a game winner,
Mm.
like a buzzer beater, and there was like another close game, but there was like one or two blowouts.
Mm.
I think
Yeah,
the Nuggets was a
fair
bit of a
enough.
blowout, and
Is
that was
this
close.
Anthony Davis' first ever playoff run?
No, he
No,
was
he's
No.
in the first round,
Pelicans
maybe second
Oh,
round.
wait, wasn't he?
that year with Rondo and I think
I see.
DeMarcus.
he's been in the playoffs twice.
Remember
Curry
Curry hit that like
That
crazy
game
shot, and
winner.
like he
Yeah.
landed on it. It should have been a foul.
And then there was that one year Drew Holiday went into MVP mode for some reason against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. They just
I'd
went
love to see
crazy.
Drew on the Nets.
Yeah,
That's
where
another
team was
rumor
he
that's
on?
been floating around. Drew.
Yeah.
I keep seeing him.
He
to
would be
Clippers.
great on the Nets, actually.
I keep
Good
seeing him.
pick up.
Clippers.
Clippers?
Like Clippers going to go after him. and
Honestly,
stuff.
just fuck the Clippers. I really just I have no
Did anyone say
Fuck that
Clippers
team.
before the preseason? Like honestly,
to win.
yeah.
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 Oh no,
No, any of us, I mean.
No.
I knew. Okay, I said it
No.
was going to be Lakers versus Clippers 100% in the conference.
Like I don't know. I just
Yeah.
LeBron and AD. I just couldn't see past that. I don't know what it was.
Actually, I don't remember
I
what
always
I
had
had. To be
Lakers,
honest with you.
but I don't know. Like I just
I
had
had-
confirmed Lakers.
Yeah, conference
versus
final.
Clippers,
Yeah, I think like
But I still had
everyone,
Lakers.
everyone, but like I don't know, some crazy things.
J.R. Swish.
Yeah,
Actually, no, he only can. He only
Lakers
guessed
and
the
Heat.
final.
I think Kevin Durant had Clippers to win the title. It's a weird one, but
Yeah, what a bomb, bro.
Matt Barnes.
I mean, it's not like a bad pick.
Matt
yeah,
Barnes
fair
had
enough.
them
You're
too.
right. You're right.
It's not. It's not. At the start of the season, I was thinking that too, but
They favorites. Lakers, I think, were favorites like majority of the
Just,
time, but
yeah.
because it's LeBron.
Wait, wasn't
Yeah.
the Bucks favorite?
Like, I think
wait,
we
who
all knew
was
the better
actually-
team
I think-
was.
Yeah, I think
Bucks were.
Yeah, Bucks were favored to win in like betting websites.
that was fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, because like
Yeah, because
just the East is easy.
Yeah. And
Like
they
they
got
didn't
knocked
because
out.
they didn't know who's gonna win between the LA's and that.
Right.
Philly
There's
was
so
up
many more
there
wild
too.
cards.
If I'm not mistaken, Philly was fourth in odds. Or something.
Yeah, they were on a
crazy.
roll, and then they
Really?
just.
Bro, everyone really, myself included, really believed in this Philadelphia
I
team. at
didn't.
the
I
start.
thought there was just too many people in that lineup. Like, too
Nah,
many,
them
like,
against Celtics.
not enough
I
role
thought they
players in
were.
that lineup.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah,
But,
definitely.
Embiid's just-
Jamal. I know before
Embiid Simmons
this,
got injured.
before this episode, we were talking about maybe doing like a playoff MVP, like a playoff award show type thing. I would definitely have had Jamal Murray as like playoff MVP. That guy fucking snapped. Like, I didn't believe in Jamal Murray to be that guy, but no, he's definitely come on the scene.
I still don't like.
Being
Like,
a
I don't know.
winner.
Like if there was home court
When you say
advantages, I
playoff
don't think he
MVP,
was playing the same level.
Are you counting finals?
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah, like up till this point from the first round. I don't think there's been a better.
It's crazy
player
to think that
than
it's one Mike Conley shot away from none of this ever happening. When you think about it,
What do you
I
mean?
still don't think
This
he's
could
gonna
when
win.
Mike Conley missed that shot in Game 7.
Oh my god, that was very
In and
close.
out.
In and out.
That could have been
Like,
Donovan.
yeah.
Trying to
Oh,
lead.
Also,
Talk about
MPJ
domino effect,
like
bro.
hits
Yeah.
the
Fucking
most
crazy.
contested shot ever.
Yeah,
Have you seen this
but he's
guy?
tall. He's like 6'8",
Yeah, but-
6'9".
6'11".
Dude, he's like 6'10",
What?
6'11".
Yeah,
Yeah,
This guy
he's
is
gonna
a-
get a good shot off.
This
there.
guy is just like a
my career player.
just like he's another KD body, pretty much.
Yeah, but he still needs to
MPJ.
mature his
Oh.
like shot selection.
I have no
And
problem with such
Stockton.
shot selection.
Now sometimes where
I don't know,
he
he
just
just
like
doesn't- he-
shoots it like straight away. Like sometimes you'll recognize, okay, someone's up in your face. Maybe it's the best decision to like.
I don't know.
But
I
you know
actually,
what?
But he's
especially in
still
that
a
last
rookie, so I'm
game,
not like.
What I
I
find
I
think
is-
saw him
he's
hit a
gonna
lot
get
of
better
sidestep
shot
threes.
What I find with MPJ, he actually takes good shots most of the time.
Yeah.
And he makes it.
Actually,
Yeah,
there was
he
one
makes
game
it.
where he just played really bad. What was the
Yeah.
first game?
He
But
does.
like he's been shooting really well
Mm.
in the bubble. Yeah.
I get what you mean, Ash. He does kind of act like he's the first option sometimes.
He's
And I
sick.
think
Nah,
when he
he's
actually
getting-
is,
No, I'm,
he's
just,
that
like, I'm not saying
involved,
he's
but-
like bad. I'm just saying like he's a rookie. He still needs to mature his shot selection, and I think he will.
Yeah.
I think he just needs to
That'll
get
come.
involved more.
Like more passing, I reckon. Just like I don't know, moving the ball. He doesn't move the ball around.
Like you
Unless
look,
he's like
Kuzma's
really-
obviously not the same as
doesn't have
MPJ, but when
Yeah.
you look at what he does for the team, he's just like that lengthy 4 kind of person. That's a bit of like a can do a bit of everything. Kuzma's cutting's been great, and but he's also got like
Yeah.
LeBron and Rondo that are passing to him.
Exactly.
But this guy gets involved. He gets easy points. Like MPJ could easily be doing this, but
Also,
I feel like-
he settles a lot.
But I feel like with a guy like MPJ, you got to think about it. He was like a superstar in his high school team.
I know.
College, he barely played. He's never really had to relegate to not being the first option. He didn't play college realistically.
Yeah.
High school, he was that guy. They were feeding him the ball constantly. So it's kind of and that's why I understand him coming out, kind of saying like, "I want the ball more," because this dude's never not had the ball.
But
in his
even when
hands,
I'm watching
you know
the game,
what I mean?
sometimes he's got like. There's an easy situation, like 6 seconds on the left on the shot clock. He gets the ball. He just passes it straight back. I've just seen stuff where he just doesn't look any aggressive.
It's a
I don't
good
know.
trait
Yeah,
to have,
I
though,
mean,
to
it's-
have that killer mentality. So I think like when he
Yeah.
develops into that all-star play, like that can only benefit him.
I feel like, as I said, like with him coming up, he never had to look to pass the ball, so I feel like it's not in him.
That's fair.
I thought this guy was going to be like the greatest ever. Like,
Also,
See what he
on
can
the
We're
topic
only in his
of,
second
Still
season,
young.
first
Yeah.
He
season.
really
Yeah.
could be like an
First
MVP caliber player.
on the
Oh,
topic
we'll see.
of
We'll
Without
see.
a doubt,
series,
without a doubt,
Rondo has been playing insane.
definitely.
As
In my
expected,
opinion.
yeah.
Like, not like I don't expect him to play this level, especially on the threes.
Rondo,
I know everyone's leaving
Yeah,
him open,
yeah.
but he's still knocking.
They're
it
gonna
down.
stop leaving him open.
Yeah,
though.
he's still knocking it.
Bro,
down.
I thought surely that they would like get it in their heads, like,
Okay, he can shoot
He's-
the ball.
or he's just getting lucky, but still, like, bro, close out.
At
Like,
some point, when
that's
you,
what I'm saying.
When you draw the line.
yeah, that shit was. I'm glad to see my boy doing well. I'm glad. I hope he picks up. the ring.
Lakers
He
shoot
still
so
looks like
bad.
a turtle.
Hmm?
Bro,
You
Lakers
say he looks like a turtle.
What
Russ
turtles
looks
are you
like
looking at?
your boy Russ looks like a turtle.
He's a good-looking guy.
He looks like a turtle.
Huh?
Looks like a snapping turtle, yeah.
Who, Russ?
Why is snapping turtle? It doesn't have like a fucking beak.
I think snapping turtles have like the second
Oh,
strongest bite
buds.
force.
What I just have?
Yes, I can totally see Russ.
This is a weird.
Why are we doing this?
Yeah,
Can we
this
cut
is
this
a
out,
weird
bro?
tension.
Can we cut this out?
Don't say
I
we,
didn't bring
man.
up the fucking. Look at these.
This is a
Come on,
weird
bro.
tension.
Kidding
Get the
me?
images up.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
See how it looks like a turtle, bro.
That's not even a real turtle. That's just a ninja turtle.
Alright,
like an
okay,
ninja
no,
turtle.
you should set that.
No,
This was
it's
the
fine.
worst conversation we've ever had, please. No, seriously, come on. This was terrible. That was terrible. That was the worst minute of my life. You guys are laughing, but please edit this out.
You kept searching it.
We gotta leave this in now.
No, we don't. No, we just don't.
The editor will decide.
Oh, please, no, I'm
Oh
begging.
my god.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, that was a very weird tangent.
How about them Celtics, bro? I'm liking
Is that
it.
all the series we've talked about?
Essentially,
It's only
this-
been 2 series, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's finals.
and there was only like 2 games that we had missed out from last week.
So do you want to talk about the
Well,
Dark Rivers there?
quickly, does anyone have anything else to add on the Nuggets
Oh,
Lakers?
I just want to get
Yeah.
everyone's like predictions
For the Heat Lakers?
for the Heat Lakers.
Lakers in
Ah.
6.
Heat in 7. I mean, sorry, Lakers in 7. Fuck, Lakers
Oh, I
in
was
7.
going to say, what?
Lakers in 7.
Where have you been?
I don't think it's going 6.
I got Lakers in 5.
I got Lakers
5
in-
or 6.
Yeah, I got Lakers
Look.
in 6.
I said Lakers 6, but I reckon it's gonna go Lakers 7.
Yeah, I'm
No, I
with
don't
you.
think it's going
Nah,
to go
it's
7.
not. Tyler Hero is not. Nah.
My boy Duncan
It's-
Robinson about to drop
Tyler Hero
38 in
versus Kyle
a game.
Kuzma?
Bro, like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's
yeah,
her
I
name?
saw that. Yeah.
Cadhill?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Elise
Yeah.
Henry?
Carl
yeah.
Kuzma
Her
versus
ex
Oladipo
is
was
Cruz.
Kuzma's
Current
like-
is Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck. Because she would be courtside too, eh? There's family at courtside
She
and
was
shit
being
too.
She at the
She
ball.
was being
Yeah,
courtside.
huh?
Have you seen the bubble?
Yeah, didn't you see the photos?
I don't know. No.
You gotta follow her Instagram.
Nah,
You're missing out.
can't handle it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Unlucky.
It's too big, man.
Okay. Yeah, come on, dude. You gave Sam so much shit for saying.
What?
Okay.
So I got Lakers in 5.
Like, come on, you have to. Like, what is this?
You better not edit that out.
Go on.
The editor will decide that.
I want to keep him going.
Good.
No, I got Lakers in 5, but man, this Heat offense is like crazy. We never seen like this pick and roll handoff. Oh no,
But
this
it's AD.
where like you just shoot it off the handoff.
Mm.
Like that really,
Yeah.
like you cannot stop that. If
I
the
would-
shooter is on, there's no one in the world
Yeah.
that can prevent that. Like the shooter's going, the shooter's going.
It would
the
make
shot.
me sick to have to chase around Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson around
Oh,
fucking
Duncan
Bam Adebayo
Robinson's
I'm
a
screens.
bit annoying to
Right
watch.
now.
That's
I mean,
just-
just
yeah.
Duncan-
Hero and
Yeah,
Jordan
legit.
shit this series.
I don't know if this
His
is a
release
bold,
is
yeah.
cash as well.
I don't know if this is a bold claim, but this is like literally the most interesting offense I've ever seen because it's literally up to the shooter. If they make the shot, that's it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Look,
Honestly,
already nervous,
can't prevent them from
already
shooting.
nervous.
I do also think that like Heat are built for Lakers too.
They match up well, and we got Eric
I
Spoelstra,
really
who
do
knows,
think they are.
He knows LeBron very well.
Because you can have Jimmy, you can have Jay Crowder, you can switch out a lot of different guys on LeBron. Bam can take on AD. They're gonna butt heads, but he'll do all right. I just think this team's really built, and they got shooters. It's just like they got the tools. It's just I don't know if they're gonna get done. I don't think they're gonna get
It's
done.
just LeBron.
Yeah, it's
LeBron
yeah.
and AD.
They're gonna build. Yeah, they're gonna build a wall around
we
LeBron.
always care about LeBron.
Bro, the Kobe thing, like Kobe dying as well, I feel like LeBron's gonna come out with like an extra, like he's really gonna win this ring, bring it to LA.
There's gonna be a
51
documentary on this.
51, 8 and 8.
There's gonna be a documentary
Oh,
on this
bro,
whole
this guy-
class for the Lakers if they win this championship.
LeBron did it.
Honestly, like even despite Lakers, I
Yeah,
really
this
hope,
pandemic.
Yeah.
I really hope
COVID.
they're just collating footage of the bubble and shit, and there's gonna be like a bubble documentary.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
So good to watch. Just
That'd be
like
good.
obviously they're struggling. Like
Oh yeah,
they're
100%,
struggling,
100%.
and then they're still balling out. That's,
100%.
That's pretty good.
Like they would be bored as hell in the bubble probably, especially.
They're not
if they
bored. They won't be bored. I think the most thing
No.
they're like.
I'd be bored.
What do you mean?
JaVale's vlogs. What do you
Disney
mean?
World.
Yeah, but like,
have games-
bro, they've
they
been
have,
there
like-
for like 2.5 months. How much golf can you play?
They still have like good facilities, but like the
I
thing
don't
that
think they're
missed the
bored. I
most
think
is
they're
their
just,
family.
just family. Yeah, they're gonna be missing family.
they
Haven't they got
that now.
family in the bubble now, though?
Now they do, but before
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was ages for
Ah,
other
but
times
his
as well.
family's still not in the bubble. You said like
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. That's right.
Why? Oh, Bam's mum isn't in the bubble.
Look
either.
at
I don't know
vision
if
only,
coming in there.
baby.
she's coming in now, but why is Jimmy's family not in the bubble?
Because
He said he
it's a
doesn't want
business trip. It's
I love
strictly business.
him for that,
Fuck with
bro.
Jimmy Butler, yeah.
He's the fucking best player, man. Great guy.
Shit coffee.
Does Jimmy Butler have kids?
Oh yeah,
That's a
probably
good question.
American coffee's like shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
What's it? Big face coffee owner. Yeah, good
He's
brand.
got-
Yeah, he'll
Bro,
probably
yeah.
open up a cafe over there soon or some shit. He's a pretty smart guy. I don't know if he has. I don't think he has kids.
No, yeah, he doesn't have kids.
No, but seriously, like Butler. Wait, would you guys say Butler led Heat to the final?
Yes.
He's the leader, but like
No, but
from
like,
an
did he-
emotional standpoint.
Like he's the leader, but did he? Like,
Nah.
no,
lead the
I
team?
wouldn't.
No.
I would not say that.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, it depends how you, because he definitely was responsible for a lot of the team chemistry and the culture
Right.
around
yeah,
the.
Yeah.
no, that's a leader.
Yeah.
But a leader doesn't necessarily have to lead the team.
I mean,
Are you talking about purely on-court play?
Like we're talking
Just
about just
lead the team
who
to
won them games, who got
It's
them.
similar to a case of like a Draymond
Like
Green.
right now,
I
who
would
would you say
say
is the most valuable player?
Bam Adebayo.
Bam.
Okay, then he.
At this second, but I
Then
think
he's led the team.
throughout the season, I think Jimmy. But
The season,
right
no
now,
one cares about the
over the
season.
last week or two, 3 weeks,
Yeah.
whatever, I'd probably have to give it to Bam.
No, yeah, I'm with him though, because like Jimmy was the man against Bucks. He cleared out paces,
Many times throughout the
but
season.
he hasn't had a great series against.
Yeah.
In
Like,
the
I don't
recent
think-
series with Celtics, and it's the conference finals.
This
Bam had a
is
better
series.
series, so it's more recency bias kind of thing.
Butler goes
But
off
yeah,
against
only
the
17
Lakers.
points.
I don't think Tyler
Could
Hero.
happen,
I don't think Tyler Hero
No,
plays
he's off
as
the bench.
well.
No, he could be like
without
six
Jimmy.
man of the bubble or whatever.
You can tell Jimmy
Something like that.
has instilled a lot of confidence in him and just kind of taken him under his wing.
Actually, who would be six man
Which
of
is
the bubble?
dope.
Tyler Hero?
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone
Yeah,
else. I really can't.
100%.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He averaged more than
I
Jimmy.
mean, he had like
Butler.
37 in like, game 5 or whatever.
He averaged
That's-
21 points or some shit, somewhere around
Mm.
there. More
He's
crazy.
been cooking, bro. That guy is just I fuck with. His confidence is the biggest thing for me.
Rookie
Like
of the ball.
as a
Shots.
True.
as an
Yeah, he's
NBA
got
player, like the shots he
Like,
makes,
including
like
playoffs,
an
that's
NBA
crazy.
shooting guard should be able to make them. But
They've
just
been
the
playing him at point guard
confidence,
as well.
the confidence he takes it with is ridiculous.
Should we talk about Doc Rivers getting let go?
Yes.
Unlucky, man.
Yes.
Unlucky.
I wouldn't say this series was his fault, but I can see like why he got fired.
Look.
Like, he's done this too many times.
Yeah, it's
now.
like it's similar to Billy Donovan.
I see it, but like I don't know. I don't think this
Too
was
many
his
chances,
fault.
too
I
many
don't think this
chances.
was his fault.
He's
Like,
been
I
with the
wouldn't say,
Clippers.
Okay,
Yeah,
Doc Rivers
it's
all his
it's
fault.
just been too long.
He's been with the Clippers since like
Switch it
2012.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
seven
this
Switch it up.
year,
And
yeah,
they've
it's
come
not
up
unlucky,
short
bro.
so many times. Like he couldn't do it. They gave him Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, a good surrounding cast. There's no way that team should not have
Like he's a
at
show
least gone
artist.
to the finals, and they never went to the finals.
True.
This was the one time where it's like, all right, if he fucks up with this team, it's him.
But it wasn't even his fault.
It wasn't his fault, but how many pieces can you give a guy?
You did say,
Yeah.
like all the team, like a lot of teammates and stuff said they were really gassed.
Oh yeah. But
Like, that's
I
gotta
think
be-
he
that's
fucked
gotta
up
be a
rotations.
rotation issue.
Yeah.
That has to be.
100% he fucked up.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
rotations.
I've seen a lot of people. Yeah, the rotations was the
They're
main
just saying
thing.
they were
Yeah,
just
like,
gassed. They
Paul
couldn't
George
do it. They
required,
couldn't
like
pull
over
through.
40,
yeah.
and then some players.
Oh, I
didn't
mean,
have
you
like-
kind of want those two to play like 40 minutes
Yeah,
in the game
like-
7, though.
like a lot. like 45 or something, and then you get see like other players having like 19, like. do you know what I mean?
But wait, hold on.
And a lot of times, yeah, what?
In the last game, no, I just made a weird sound in my mouth. But in the last game,
With my mouth.
for game 7, if your 2 players are colder, how do you, as a coach, like put in a good rotation where they can make a comeback?
Yeah, that's a great point.
Look,
Yeah, like
look,
you-
as a coach,
like-
you know their shots, you know their spots.
Yeah,
They're
but
getting
like
spots.
Kawhi straight away cold, Paul George straight away cold, not making any shots.
I don't
Like how do you
know.
like
Yeah, no,
make
it's
a
quite-
rotation where people like you need to come back somehow, but you're too.
See, in that situation,
And Lou
you'd
Will
want
was
Lou
off
Will. Yeah, you'd want
And
Lou Will
also
to
the
come
biggest
out.
thing-
But he couldn't,
But
yeah.
like that's
The
the
biggest
thing,
thing,
how
like,
can you
as
pin
well-
this all on Doc Rivers, like,
The one thing I will say is that like that doesn't get mentioned as well because these guys were known for like their defense. These guys look like one of the best
Yeah.
defensive teams on paper. They didn't play that good a defense against the Nuggets. They got run out. They didn't get many fast break opportunities, so it gets harder and harder on offense.
Yeah, that's true.
They have
It comes first with the defense, and they were lacking.
they have a bunch of great individual defenders, but they didn't really play well.
Yeah,
as
they
a
didn't play
team
good
on
team
defense.
D.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where people just open.
And that you could probably put
yeah, you can
somewhat on
definitely
Doc
put that.
Rivers.
They might
Because
have like
if
the
Doc
best
Rivers is
clamps,
not
but
pointing
in
it out,
terms of
then-
like team,
Yeah,
they didn't play good defense.
I definitely. It wasn't Dogger's fault by any means, but he's had 8 years, 9 years
No,
of the
I definitely
Clippers
can see why.
with
it's fine.
great teams, and he's happy he hasn't even been to
Him
the
and Billy
finals.
Donovan.
It was just
Yeah.
unlucky that
Same year.
Kawhi and Paul George were just ass.
I wouldn't be surprised if Doc won it out. to
Lou
be honest
Will
with
was
you.
ass.
It
Montrez
was
didn't
probably
play
like
that good.
Because
like,
with-
okay, you
With
know
him
what,
coming out and
I-
saying it's all on me,
Yeah.
rah, rah, like that
He
shit.
knew what he's doing.
he kind of
yeah,
like
he was
did it to
probably
He
himself.
wanted out.
Done,
Yeah.
bro. He was
He-
done. I can't.
But
I
honestly,
imagine it would
I
be
think
hard.
I
to
would
push that
have liked to see one more season.
Where do you think he's gonna go? Because he's
Nah.
pretty like
No clue.
well-known coach. Like
Who the
he's
fuck
gonna
would
get on
what-
the team.
What
Sure.
coach would you get right?
Ty
now?
Lue's like they're saying
Wait,
Ty
Brooke
Lue
Lopez
might get
coach,
it.
Steve Nash.
You think Tyler's going to be the next Clippers coach?
Yeah, that's like
It would make sense. He's their assistant,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Fair?
look.
From
Ty
over-
Lue, I don't know if he's
I
a
don't know
good
how
coach.
he would be with like he doesn't have LeBron anymore. Like
Yeah, like
You
how
know
can
what I
he like, tell if Ty Lue's actually
Yeah.
a good coach?
I don't know how he keeps getting given these like amazing
It's
teams.
because of the 3-1 comeback, I reckon. Like I don't know why. Like,
How much credit you give Ty Lue for that 3-1 though?
have you seen like the finals movie? Like all he did was just
Yeah.
like, let's just play strong. It's the last like minute, just play.
We could have done that shit. Yeah.
He
It's
didn't like
LeBron.
say anything else. Like, is that what coaches do? They just say inspirational stuff.
Essentially. Yeah.
Apparently, Phil Jackson was like that a lot
Yeah.
as well.
Well, I feel like you
Yeah,
got two
you
types
would
of coaches. You got X and O's coaches, and you got
Correct.
player
You're
coaches.
You're not going to tell Michael Jordan shit.
If you got a great, if you got a team that's got great players, you don't need a good X and O's coach necessarily. You know what I
True.
mean? You just got to keep the harmony,
Yeah,
especially in the
That's literally the Lakers.
Steve
right
Kerr.
now. Yeah.
yeah,
Frank
the happy guy.
literally, exactly. Just
Just
you know,
literally
Steve
just
Kerr just
makes
rolling
everything
blunts with all the players and
Run
shit.
smooth.
He don't coach.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe that happened.
Mm.
Like, is that true? Like, is that confirmed? He rolled it.
Okay, Nick Young said it.
Nick
and
Young
was like,
said it, and I trust Nick Young's word. His word is bond.
I don't know, man.
Nick Young seems like a trustworthy guy.
Dude,
Also-
that guy talks a lot of shit though.
Nick Young,
Not like he. No,
Nick
I
Young.
wouldn't trust him.
why?
Why do I have to trust him? Like, is there any reason I can trust
Is there
him?
any reason you don't trust Nick Young?
Exactly. There's no like reason to not trust him.
Well, I
It's
trust
just,
Nick Young.
It's just 50-50.
I trust Nick Young. And also, I'm pretty like I've heard it. I'm pretty
Talking
sure
about
he's
Nick
not
Young?
the only. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not. I was waiting for this moment for this podcast. This whole- I've been waiting 6 weeks for this. I'm pretty sure I've heard it from like a couple other people too, not just Nick Young. Like
What do you
other
mean you heard it from
interviews.
a couple
like
of
other. I'm not saying Steph Curry and me talk on a daily basis, but in other interviews, I've heard that he smokes.
We had a lot of
smokes.
back problems, right?
It figures.
I don't
Yeah,
blame
that
the
And
guy.
I've seen a lot of photos where he just looked cooked. His eyes are red, like.
Hey man, shoot or shoot. What can you say?
Facts. But yeah, so Doc Rivers obviously getting fired. That was interesting. I thought he deserved to get fired, but I was like, okay. After like 3 days after that game happened, I was like, yeah, he's probably not getting fired. Then they would have done it already.
I think he
I was pretty
just
surprised.
like as soon as he said like it was all my fault, he kind of just threw himself.
Facts.
What about Victor Oladipo asking out of Indiana? What do you reckon?
Was
I
that?
think-
Did he officially ask out, or is that just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Even
he's
last
frustrated?
time
Miles Turner's a rumor, but Victor Oladipo wants that.
I
So he
think
officially said that.
I think it's because of the coaching. Like they fired the coach. I think they all like had a good connection because it's a solid team. There's no reason for him to leave.
No reason for him to get
So I
fired.
think he
Yeah,
probably
that
had like
was
a
dumb.
good like relationship with the who was the coach again?
Nate McMillan.
Yeah, and
Bro, I don't understand why he got fired. I still can't wrap my head around that.
yeah, like I don't know why he had to fire.
It's
him.
not like he didn't reach expectations because no one saw this Indiana team doing much. and he actually went above that because I'm pretty sure they were like the what?
And
What
he
seed
still
were they
had
in the
like
East?
a-
They were a good seed.
You had an injured Victor Oladipo coming out as well,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he wasn't.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't even like ready because he
They were
just
fourth
he
seed.
it was like the last minute decision.
Fourth
'Cause
seed
he
with no
started playing
Depot.
again
for a lot
when it
of
was like
Because they both seeded
5
first.
games,
Very
not
solid.
even 3 games left of the.
Yeah, it was a
bubble
last minute
season.
decision
Yeah.
kind of thing. So I don't think Oladipo was even ready for this season.
It's true.
Yeah, honestly,
He's
probably
definitely
going
to play better next season than
So
he did
I
this
like
one.
that
Yeah.
that whole like decision. I don't know like why they didn't. But
What do you reckon would
now
be a
they
great
just
fit for
fucked
him? Where do you reckon he should go?
up.
Well,
Well,
he doesn't
wasn't
really
there
play.
rumors for him going to Celtics or some shit?
Yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
Celtics.
I don't think he's gonna be
Explorer,
great for the
Hayward swap.
Celtics.
Look, I don't know. Like,
I think he should go somewhere else. I don't think he should stay there.
We don't need more wing.
But
Yeah, we
it
don't.
depends if he
Yeah.
wants money or not.
If now if we can
Like,
get
if he wants
Miles
to go.
Turner from them,
that would be good.
honestly, if we get Miles Turner, I might put them as I definitely put them favorites in the East.
This is just a my league dream come true.
Yeah, this really
just-
is.
Yeah, I
no,
already
actually,
know.
my league dream come true. Miles Turner on the Rockets, but
Yeah,
they
true.
got fuck all to
true.
trade there. But
No, I'd like to see. I'd like to see.
I mean,
Miles
Miles Turner on the
Turner on
Celtics
the
would really
Celtics.
help them against Heat. Like that would have pretty much plugged like the biggest
Shot
weakness.
blocker.
yeah, honestly, if the Celtics were to get Turner, I'd probably put them as like favorites.
Mm.
Definitely out the
East.
East. Definitely out
I
the
still
East.
remember when you guys
Maybe
were supposed to
Kevin.
get
I know,
Blake
they still
Griffin,
got a
supposed to
face.
get AD. I remember all these big men.
They still got
Next
face.
Kevin Garnett
Hey,
type
what
shit.
about,
They still got to
yeah,
face the
fair
Brooklyn Nets.
You got Ennis
Can't
Kemp.
bring
Fuck
up
the
the Knicks.
Yeah.
Ennis Kemp.
Do you see when he rocks up to the games in, bro?
Can I?
Can
Yeah.
No.
He's like walking like in slides and just Celtic shorts while everyone's dripped out.
The guy wants to
It's
stay
the
in the
bubble.
team.
Fuck
This is the
dripping out of the
bum.
bubble.
He's
bro.
just trying to stay in the team.
Fuck
He's a
dripping out of
bum.
the bubble.
it's probably true actually.
Hey man,
Am I the only one that
This
fucks with Ennis
man-
Cantor?
He's a nice dude.
He's good at
Nice
offense,
guy.
but he's so bad at
He's
defense.
got like a movie storyline. He's being persecuted.
Yeah.
The government wants to kill
Yeah.
him.
That was because of him. He just keeps fucking.
No, but here's
Ash,
the thing.
Ash,
No, but here's the
okay,
thing.
let's not get
Yeah,
controversial.
The Turkish prime minister is a fucking dick. Look it
Oh,
up.
yeah,
My
I-
mom
I
is
know
always
that.
complaining about it.
But he almost like kept going. Like he knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, because free speech in that.
I don't know if we want to get into this, but the Turkish prime minister allegedly helped fund ISIS. So I don't blame him from speaking out.
Okay.
So yeah,
Facts.
What a-
Facts.
Shit.
allegedly. Please don't kill me.
Probably.
No, but it's not like I'm not saying he's wrong for it. I'm just saying like
Why are we talking politics?
no, I'm just saying
A
like
political podcast.
he knew what the Turkish
Why are we talking
government
politics
can
with him?
do,
Yeah, yeah, facts.
This guy.
True.
and he just kept going.
Well, his dad's out right now,
Free
right?
speech.
Didn't he get him?
Yeah, he got in jail. His dad just got in jail.
I think he's out though, right?
Go to jail.
Yeah, no, I fuck with Ennis Cantor, man. He can't defend for shit, but
No,
Yeah.
Bro, he's got some
terrible
moves.
defender.
he can come on for
Bro,
6
would
minutes
it-
and get you 4 and 4.
Put him in like season like 85, 86.
Yeah.
That man is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my
For real.
god.
Fucking
Yeah,
Moses
them
Malone.
offensive
Yeah, that's what I'm
shorts.
saying, bro. Are you kidding me?
Mm.
Yeah, I fuck with Cantor, but yeah, if we shore up that center position, man, the Celtics are good next season.
Mm.
I would like to see Depot on the Nets. I don't know how they make that work.
Ooh, I don't know about the Nets. Only because of Kyrie.
What?
I don't know.
I feel like if he went to the
I
Nets,
feel like
he'd
with
be happy to
Kyrie,
take a
you
back
just want
seat.
a spot up shooter next to Kyrie.
Depot can shoot like 36%
No, but it's not.
from three.
He's like a shot creator. I put him on the.
Yeah, but you need
shot
defense next to Kyrie more than you need a spot up shooter.
True.
You got
Yeah, but I
KD.
feel
Drew
like,
Holiday
I feel
would be
like
great
Oladipo
fit.
is like a lot of creating his own stuff.
Yeah, because what they
Or,
got
you know.
It all depends.
With the
It all
ball.
depends how they fit.
I don't know.
Exactly.
It's like a. I don't know.
I think Drew Holiday's the dream.
I think
fit.
they still go like really far away and win it all, but just because it's KD and Kyrie.
Yeah.
If they come back healthy and
That's gonna be my team.
just because that team's already like crazy.
Because they could either like, because we were talking about like PG and Kyrie, like the PG and Kawhi. We were talking about like, oh yeah, the Clippers.
And they got like a similar
Nothing's
mentality and
guaranteed.
shit to like Miami
Ugh.
and like Clippers and that. You know what I mean? They're like a top
Something
team.
crazy.
I have no
Definitely.
faith in Kyrie. I don't know. The guy just is not right in the head.
we
I
can't
don't know
do this
how.
again.
Yeah,
How'd
we
you
did
say
this
that?
last episode.
KD and DeAndre
We
Ayton.
did.
Well, I don't like
I don't
Kyrie.
DeAndre Ayton.
Kyrie is ready for the moment. That's all I'll say. If you need him to
He's
take a big
not
shot in
ready.
playoffs,
He's gonna
like, I'm
crumble.
comfortable with him
He
being
is
there.
going to crumble.
He's the
not
second
ready.
option.
He didn't
So
crumble
the-
in 2016.
the
Ash,
pressure
that's
is
all I'm
with-
gonna
That's the
say.
thing. He is the second option, but he wants to be the first.
I don't think he does.
No,
Otherwise, he
no.
wouldn't have gone to Brooklyn.
True.
That's also
Yeah, he went to
So he
Celtics.
just
but
gave
he
up
didn't
on being the
come
man
back.
after like 2 years.
As
To
we
become the
as
first
we
one.
said last, as I said last week, he needed to try it. He needed to fuck up to realize
Yeah.
he's
Exactly.
content with being the second man.
I think I've said this for a while. The biggest factor for the Nets for me is how much KD can return him. Like I think worst case
I
scenario is
think
like the
KD's
8th best
fine,
player in the
man.
world.
Not gonna lie, his play style doesn't necessarily like rely on like pure athleticism. So I think it's
People, yeah, like worst case scenario is Dirk, right? Like
not even that. It's
Easy.
gonna be the same in my opinion. Almost the same.
Worst
Sure,
case
yeah.
scenario, he's just like
He's not like gone
He's had a
through
long
yet.
time to
Yeah,
rehab
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
been out for a long ass
His
time.
jump shot is going to be money.
He was the second best player in the world when he was healthy. So if he can return to that, like
That's
probably,
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm keen, man. Next
Yeah,
season. Next
2014
season's
KD.
looking good. Next season's looking
20,
good.
yeah, the MVP year. That was
Yeah.
crazy. Good year.
2014 KD. That was.
Would you guys put the Nets to win it all next season or what?
Not as favorites.
Not as favorites.
No.
I mean, first I guess we got to see
Honestly, I've
how.
got
Nah,
Lakers.
it's only because they're in the East. Like they could like just storm through.
I think I would have
But
Lakers.
then
being
I'd still
favorites.
have probably most teams out of the West to beat Nets. Honestly,
Fair.
I
it just
have
depends.
Lakers.
It just depends how they all come back.
I have Lakers winning it again. I reckon they're going to go well in the postseason, get some like decent players, because I reckon a lot of players would want to play with LeBron. Good championship. Chance.
Like a lot of decent role
Yeah.
players type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know. I think I can see Lakers winning again next year, but it's going to be the most like it was going to be the toughest season ever.
Yeah, they had a good route to the championship this year.
True.
So I mean, yeah, the cards really fell kind of into place for them. But I can't wait to see what LeBron does in these finals, bro. I can't wait. He's gonna snap. I can already see it. He's gonna snap. The way he played in that last Denver game as well, like he's on one right now. So I'm really keen for that.
Show their goodies. Just turn it on level.
The GOAT.
He's just I don't know. The guy is just a different animal in the playoffs. Like in this regular season,
Different
he's been
animal,
so-
full stop.
No, but like in this regular season has been the most passive he's ever played offensively.
Mm.
And then in the playoffs, he just switches it on. Like what do you get? Like a 38-point triple double, 36-point triple?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like what? Who does that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like what? And it's not like he's shooting. Like he shot really well, low turnovers,
Donovan did.
and he's playing good defense. Also,
He is.
I don't
just
know why.
love it on
I
your
just want to say something about the
Suck his
Nuggets. I want to say something about the
The
Nuggets
goat.
versus Lakers series.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The refs were on Lakers side. I'm sorry. Like there were so many calls where I was
Bro,
very questionable.
I was thinking like if Nuggets went through to the final, bro, the NBA would have had a fucking heart attack. Nuggets versus Heat. That would have been the lowest watched NBA finals of all time.
I don't know. Wait, really? Would it be lost?
Surely, because the numbers are
compared to
already low
Lakers.
as it is.
Come on.
So if you got the Nuggets versus the
Compared to
Heat,
Yeah, but it's the most surprising result. Why wouldn't you?
No,
want
but
it?
casual
The
fans,
casual fans.
casual
don't care.
fans won't
They
give a
don't
fuck.
care. They don't care.
They're gonna see the advertisement. It's gonna be Jokic and Butler on it. They're like, oh, fair enough.
oh, that man.
Like
yeah,
for
they're
us,
just-
for me, that's pretty exciting.
I would actually
Yeah, I'd
kind
like
of
that.
rather
But-
that because I feel like that would be an amazing
I
series.
wouldn't rather. I want
That would go game 7, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, the casual fans gonna be like, yeah, fucking see.
But yeah, but this is LeBron's 10th finals. Like that is absurd. It's just really.
He's
good.
been in the last 10 finals. He's been in the every time he's played the playoffs, he's been in the finals in the last 10 years.
Isn't it just full stop? Just every time he's going to the playoffs, he's going to the finals.
No.
No.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I must have read the stats.
Because
He
he's
lost
had,
the Eastern Conference.
He lost against Dwight.
Oh
Because
yeah,
then
no,
it's gonna be him versus
yes,
Kobe.
Kobe, correct.
He's probably lost a couple more. I don't know in the early years. Cavs.
But getting to the finals
The
10
goat.
times is very impressive.
The goat.
It's pretty much the most of all time because I
I
don't count
don't
Bill
know.
Are
Russell.
you on Jordan's side? I thought
Yeah.
only Jack was on Jordan's side.
No, he watched the documentary and then
Yeah.
just
No,
it's these graphics.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Loving it,
no,
man.
no.
Loving it, man.
Yeah.
I said
It
this
was a
from
great
the start.
documentary.
I said this from the start. I've been saying it for like the last 2 years. Michael Jordan has just better accolades. Like that's what I just put in the
He
account.
played in an easier era.
But we can't
It's
just say
debatable.
that.
Okay,
Like,
look.
it's
I
not
don't
his
think so.
fault.
Imagine like trades, bro.
Okay, it's not.
Guys.
It's not
MJ?
his
How much
fault
time do we
he
have?
was in that
Yeah,
role.
I'm gonna just.
MJ?
It's not his fault that he was just there.
Was the GOAT
I
then?
don't put that against him.
LeBron.
I'm not
is the
putting it
GOAT.
against him, but I'm putting it for
That's a great-
LeBron.
Imagine you have MJ against
Yeah.
MJ in like these teen years, like 2014 to like
Oh,
2017.
Ash.
answer me
16.
one question: who has a better career?
Ash, can I
No, no,
say
MJ.
something?
It's a better story.
MJ.
It's a better story.
Don't look at like
Ash.
he's
MJ.
like,
I'm telling you, MJ.
Yeah, so why is he not the
Because context is very important. Who has a better career, Bill Russell
player,
Yeah.
bro.
or
Better player.
fucking
He has 11
Allen Iverson?
championships out of, like,
Jay,
11.
Okay,
Jay,
but
can I
that-
ask you this
yeah.
question? Hold on. Can I ask you this question though? What if Russell Westbrook was faster, 2 inches taller, had 8 inches extra on his vertical, and had the best mid-range game of all time?
I
What
don't know.
would he
Maybe I don't know. Western Conference
I-
Finals, maybe on the Rockets. Maybe.
I still
I
think
don't know. They're still not beating LeBron and
I
AD.
think you're undermining that.
Hold
a
on.
little
I
bit.
think LeBron is definitely
A
a
6'5"
better
Westbrook,
player.
man.
A 6'6"
The
Westbrook,
rules-
extra 8 inches,
If I have
the
to
best
make a
mid-range
team-
game of all time, bro. Come on.
If I'm
What are we
making a
talking
team,
about
I'm
here?
100% choosing LeBron over Michael Jordan.
And that's fair. Okay.
I agree.
That's fair.
LeBron is just a better player. But in terms of career, Michael Jordan has the better
I
career.
disagree.
But again,
I
you
think-
have
He's
to add
stats fault.
you
He's
have to
stats-
add
it's-
context.
It's not his fault. He was in like an era. where
It's
he
not, but you
dominated.
still can't just be like, oh fuck, it's not his fault. Bill
It's
Russell
still
but he
played
still-
against
he
white
still
guys.
did the job. He still got.
Ash.
He didn't lose one.
Bill
fight.
Russell only had 7.
You're
teams
not
to compete
wrong.
with.
Is
But-
it LeBron's
So
fault
we'll
that
talk
he?
about it.
690.
Yeah, it's not LeBron's fault. I'm not saying this.
Yeah, then
Actually, 2011.
Like the rules were very
That's 1
different
year,
back then.
one year.
Yeah, where was
The
one
rules
year
were very
Jordan's
different back then for MJ. If
Bro, he didn't
LeBron
do
played
shit
with those
until he
rules
got
where you couldn't
like
bring a double
great
team and
a
shit,
Hall of Fame team.
fault? Dude, I don't
He
know.
didn't do shit.
We could also talk about
Hand check.
hand checking.
I
We
know.
could go back and forth.
You're
you know,
correct.
we like-
You're correct.
With more spacing,
I just gotta think-
Okay.
Yeah, but that also helps him on defense. His defensive case as well.
Yeah, it's true. That
Yeah.
helps everyone.
MJ's
we could talk-
defensive
that's what
argument.
Oh, I
we
think
could
you're
go
about like,
back and
oh, MJ would have got hand checked.
There's a
We could
lot
go
of
back
back
and
and
forth.
forth.
It goes
We
because
don't
on
know.
his
There
offense,
is.
it makes it harder, but on his
There
defense,
is.
it
If
makes
I had
it
to
easier.
guess, I honestly believe MJ could have averaged 40, like in today's league.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Without the threes like that.
Bro, he
But
averaged
you don't
37
know
back
that he
then.
wouldn't
Yeah,
develop
but
a
to,
three.
again, to me,
Yeah,
back then, especially
but
a guy
look
like
at these
MJ,
teams now.
you can't bring a double team and shit. I get you can hand check, but cooking. Like,
The double team rules weren't as
It's
like
just-
black and
it's
white
just
as you
the
can't
story,
bring a
bro.
double team. Those
oh
are
yeah,
the
there was a
different-
lot. There was
nostalgia as well.
very.
It's-
There
it's
wasn't
I
really a
never
double
watched
team.
any-
I think hand checking is more important.
If you look at like
just
most
sounds right.
MJ
It
highlights,
sounds good,
it was a
doesn't it?
one-on-one ISO
That's why you
situation.
appeals to you. It sounds good.
What's this?
Okay. I said it like I've been saying this for a while. I always thought LeBron was just like a better player, but MJ just has a better
True.
career.
See, I don't understand that
So what are we
argument because
talking here? I'm talking about like who's the GOAT? Who's the greatest of all time? Greatest at this sport?
Can we really say this one great?
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it's
you just
LeBron.
said MJ, so you obviously can say
I think
one.
MJ's the
No,
GOAT
I still
and the better
think
player.
MJ is the great.
And the better player.
I don't think he's the best.
That's fair. And I can't argue with that because they're like
Yeah,
they're
he's
neck
had the
and neck.
better. He's
really.
had the better story.
As long as we all agree they're literally neck and neck, like we can't act like one
Yeah, it's
significant.
definitely
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
close.
you know what's a better argument, Tab? Who's the third greatest of all time? Because I'm putting KD.
That's great.
And I
That's
think
great.
a lot of people
Okay.
dispute that, but I'm probably putting KD.
I would put KD top like 6.
I'm putting
Yeah,
Magic.
okay.
I thought for Magic.
Magic. See,
I don't know
But
how
the
well
thing
he'll
is, that's
translate
also
into
another one
that.
where it's like low era.
yeah, that's
He
what
never
I'm
had like a
saying.
jump shot, but he still dominated. Man.
See, if there's an old head watching
you're
right now, me saying
saying-
KD third greatest, probably he's probably
take-
just fucking.
Nah, like honestly, because like if you're talking about everything, it's
I
probably gonna
actually
be
agree with
Kareem.
that. I would also
Most points
take,
ever.
Kareem
Like,
Williams.
5 MVPs.
hold on.
I'd take Larry over Magic.
And
though in that
I
era.
agree with that.
Larry Bird had a very short prime though, so I don't
True.
know if I can put him third, just because his
That
prime
guy
was
is
like
back.
6 years.
Is like fucked.
You know what I
He
mean?
played 13 years in the league. Yeah, his back was fucked a lot, but like we saw with Luke.
Yeah. Also, MJ played 15 years.
like you don't need to
15
be
seasons.
athletic.
LeBron's already done
So
that.
what if Larry had more
and
freedom on the
plus two.
court, which would
Yeah.
today's era, like he
This
would
guy's
be
gonna
better.
have. At the end of the day, he's gonna have
He would.
everything more than him.
He has won 3
It's
finals
literally
out
just
of the
the-
9 he's played.
Yeah, it's literally just the 6 for 6. It sounds it's so perfect. It
Yeah.
sounds so perfect to me as well.
MJ never had to go up against the Warriors.
Because he was the Warriors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like,
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so it's Warriors against who? Karl Malone and John
I
Stockton.
think LeBron had a harder route.
Yes.
I'm
Definitely.
not disagreeing.
so that's
with
why anyone that brings up the LeBron finals record thing, it's like
True.
again
I just
context.
just imagine
They just-
LeBron.
MJ
on these, like, oh
fanboys
my god, like that blows my mind.
just love to abandon context.
Imagine LeBron in the
in
90s
everything.
doing this stuff.
It's
Yeah, but the thing
ridiculous.
is, if I'm putting MJ in this era, I think he will adapt. Like very.
There's a
well.
lot of hypotheticals
There you
there.
go.
though.
We
Like,
can't really.
there's a lot of yeah.
No, hold on.
In
bro.
the end, we can't
Hold
really
on.
determine.
Bro, you
There's
put-
no right
If
answer.
we have like a somehow like a 99.9%
There is no right
accurate
answer.
simulation, we somehow.
Bro, if you put LeBron in any era, MJ in any era, they're pretty much the same player in any era. They're just great, no matter what.
Oh.
As simple as that. As simple as that, bro.
There's no
I
correct
don't know how
answer,
you can
bro.
disagree with that. What do you mean?
Like LeBron, like he's just.
They're
playmaking.
better at different things.
I
like-
think I'd put LeBron above MJ in like eras just because playmaking
You
translates
need
any era.
You need more.
MJ's defense
You need
maybe
more of a
doesn't translate.
system with MJ and more like good players. But with LeBron, you can get away with having.
LeBron
like,
is the system.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing. Like you can easily build a team with LeBron than MJ.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3-point shot's a big thing too, because like obviously the
They're both-
league is so
they're both
3-point.
are like
Logo LeBron.
They're both on the
Logo LeBron.
Logo
Man, this
LeBron.
man pulls up from anywhere.
We just
How
gotta
do we-
ignore the other 16 years, or
How do we know that
Logo LeBron.
MJ?
Hey, he's doing it now. MJ never did this, and he only played 15 years. So
MJ didn't
How do-
average 40% for 1 year. In the
How do we know
quarter?
MJ doesn't
Logo,
come
I'm
in
saying
and
logo,
shoot
bro.
like
It
38?
did
That's what I'm
average
talking
like-
about. I'm not
MJ
talking about
averaged
shooting from the
40%.
corner.
Hold on.
I'm talking logo LeBron. I'm talking about he never even thought about this.
LeBron never averaged 40%.
Also,
for three.
MJ, how many
He averaged
attempts? How many
38%
attempts?
some shit
How many
in
attempts was that on?
It's just
Probably
Yeah,
like
always
two a
with
game.
attempts is also-
It
I
just
love
sounds
it.
good.
I love it.
Probably 2 a
It's a
game.
neck and neck.
It just sounds
It's
good.
neck.
I'll leave you with this though. You guys seen The Last Dance. I know you've seen how how they treated MJ when he attacked the rim. you know that they hack the shit out of him. What
Yeah.
happens
Fucking
when he
Pistons
doesn't
are
have
like-
that? When he attacks the rim and there's no help defender and he's not getting bodied to the
I
ground.
don't know. He's
How
not
can you
making those
stop
free
that,
throws then because they're not fouls then. Or if you're talking about this era, he's just getting to the free throw line because it's just fouls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, so then it's just going to be another Harden. Is it going to be 37
yeah.
points per game on
Yes.
12 of those points, 16 of those points are free throws?
And that would be acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There's
then
two,
that's in the league, and then you got LeBron, and who are you saying is the better player?
If the guy's averaging 37 on efficiency and being the best defensive player
Oh,
in his
there's just
position,
I just said the same
Yeah.
stats and what's Harden doing. And you're saying then why is
No,
Harden the
okay,
GOAT then?
because
Why is Harden the
defense?
GOAT?
MJ's defense makes
I don't know.
difference.
There's too
And
many
killer mentality.
variables.
I
to
agree
like-
with you.
Killer
in the
mentality,
clutch.
yeah, the whole show of it. It's all
Performing in the
nostalgia.
clutch.
It's all a good story.
Killer mentality is I don't agree.
this
with
man
defense.
performs in the clutch, the
Defense.
other one doesn't. There's a big difference.
Oh my
LeBron
god, never
in the
saying LeBron's
clutch.
not clutch.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
No, he said Harden. You're referring to Harden, aren't you? He's referring to Harden, not doing that.
Oh, come on, bro. I know. I have never and never will slander LeBron. Do not get me wrong.
LeBron, in my opinion, is like one of the
Jesus.
clutchest players in history.
Yeah, he is. LeBron? Yeah, he really is. I don't get why people slander him in the clutch. Like, he really just makes the
Look,
right basketball play.
I think we can all agree it's just too hard to determine who. The
Oh, there's
true
no
GOAT is.
right answer.
Yeah.
It's subjective. Like
There is a
we-
right answer.
There's no right answer.
I grew up. Obviously, we're all like 2000, 2001. So we grew up watching Bron. If we grew up watching MJ. And this is why I don't blame the 40-year-olds. Are like, oh yeah, man, MJ, like so much better than LeBron. They grew up watching him hit the last shot against Utah, watching him do this heroic after
So
heroic.
what, Sam?
It's
I
the
want to see your.
story.
I
It's
haven't heard
nostalgia.
you- I
Yes.
haven't heard Sam speak from who do you
You're
have?
undermining
MJ
Jordan a
or
lot, bro.
LeBron?
This is crazy.
No, you're undermining LeBron a
Well,
lot. Like,
I
never
never hear
heard.
Sam speak.
you're saying you're not slandering LeBron, but everything you're saying is
Yeah.
against him. Like,
I take LeBron. Listen to me.
I'm not speaking, bro.
No, listen. MJ was the GOAT in his era. LeBron's the GOAT in his
Oh,
era.
shut up, bro.
No, but he's right. Like,
Fuck
I don't
you.
know how you can.
You
Like,
can't compare them two. You can't compare.
enough.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, you can say
Look,
it's always going to be
I'm
the
not
debate.
gonna
The
lie,
debate's
yeah,
always going to be
boring
there.
answer, but it is
That was a
what it
boring
is.
ass
If they,
answer. I'm
yeah, but if they
disappointed.
stay
Listen to
like
me.
in the same,
I
era,
wanted you to pick
if
a
they were in the
side.
same era, that's a. Do you know what I mean?
If I'm picking a duo all time, it's LeBron and MJ.
Yeah.
Should we leave it at that?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey man, let's just leave it at there's no right answer here.
Yeah.
And,
both goats.
Pretty
Hey,
much
if
it.
you're watching and you got an opinion on this, leave down below who
And
you
why
think
am
the
I
GOAT
right?
is.
Leave it below.
Leave
Yeah.
your reasons. We want to see, more input. I'll change my mind. Change my mind because no one's been able to. So, but yeah, I feel like is there anything else we missed or was that
we
about
covered
it?
that. Yeah.
I think
I
we
guess
covered
Billy
about everything.
Donovan going to Chicago.
True.
Oh yeah.
It's
they're
not much like he's just going to Chicago.
You reckon he lifts them to the playoffs this season? They're in the East. Keep that in mind.
Oh.
And Laurie Markkanen's not going to shoot 13 points a game. He's not
No.
going to drop 13 a game this season again. He's going to be up to his regular.
I want to see what moves they make this
It's gonna be
offseason.
defense.
Yeah, I want to see.
I reckon it's gonna be between them and Orlando. Who's ever making that?
I'm taking the Bulls.
I need to see who they
over
get in
Orlando.
free agency.
With Billy Donovan, who's like, I don't like Billy Donovan, but he's a proven defensive
They
coach.
still got Zach LaVine.
They
Like,
still
he
got Zach
averaged
LaVine.
like 30 for the first like 15 games or whatever.
Markkanen's not going to be misused. Kobe White's got another season under his belt. I got the Bulls making the playoffs.
Kobe White.
I fuck with Kobe
He's
White.
gonna be
good player,
you're really saying Kobe White will be the one.
No, I just said that he's got another season under
Oh
his
no, they
belt,
got,
so
they
he's
got like
going
a
to
decent
improve.
draft pick, don't they?
7, 8,
What was it?
5th, some shit like that.
I think it's before Knicks. I think they're top 6, top 5.
They got a decent pick, but
Shall we wrap it up?
I guess so.
Don't think
Um,
anything else?
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered it. Good episode, boys. I like that. I like
episode
that GOAT
6 now.
debate. I like that
That's
GOAT
good.
debate. Yeah. So once again, as usual, thanks for watching. All of our social media links will be in the description below. Please chuck us a follow. Any thoughts? Anything to add?
Not at all.
No.
See you next time.
See you next week.